You know, watching this game in the middle of the day, don't tell my work by the way, and seeing all the pictures, promos, the celebrities in attendance and viewership around this game in Paris really made me wish I made the trip out there to go to this game, but two kids, a toddler and a baby, I knew it likely wasn't going to be able to happen. Hopefully the Bulls will do this again soon and playing another international game because I can't miss the next one. This was a fun game. I mean, partially because the Bulls won and they won it handily, but really until the final 5 or 6 minutes or so, the Pistons at least kept it interesting. Like really throughout the game, I never felt that comfortable with the Bulls lead. There was even a point where the Bulls went up 18 in the third quarter, I believe it was, but then the Pistons were able to bring it back to within single digits where you weren't really quite sure if they were going to pull it out. But even that aside, the atmosphere was great, a lot of highlight level dunks and plays, a lot from Derrick Jones Jr. by the way, who was showing up well after just proposing to his future wife in Paris. So yeah, it was fun. Great to see the Bulls on a global stage. It does really make you realize how big of a fan base and how global of a brand the Chicago Bulls franchise is. The Reinsdorfs can thank Michael Jordan for bringing in all that revenue even decades later. But anyway, let's talk about this game because this was actually an important win for the Bulls. I know it may not seem like it because it was against the Pistons, but as we know, the Bulls haven't performed all that well against some of the worst teams in the league. They often play down to their competition, and on top of that, the last thing you want to see is for the Bulls to get embarrassed losing to one of the worst teams in the league on a global scale. But the Bulls, they just took care of business. Yes, the Pistons kept it within striking distance, but the Bulls led the whole game. Aside from the very first few baskets, never even allowed the game to get within a single possession. And honestly, that's what you're supposed to do when going against a team that is 12-35 and is clearly tanking. You don't mess around. You still have to take them seriously because they're all still NBA basketball players. Play smart, play tough defense, move the ball quickly in transition, and they did that. Balanced scoring in this one, 7 players in double figures, all starters finished in double figures. Good to see DeMar DeRozan back out there, by the way, right away. The Bulls started going to Vucevic again, who wasn't as efficient as we saw the other night against the Warriors when he tied his career high for 43 points. In fact, he kind of struggled to shoot the ball, 8 for 19, 0 for 5 from 3. It wasn't like the Bulls weren't going to him, they certainly were, just the shots weren't falling like they did the other night. But he still managed to finish the game with 16 points, 15 rebounds, and 6 assists, and finished with a plus 16 on the night. That's the thing, even when Vucevic's shots aren't falling, he's still able to do other things on the court to impact the game with his ability to crash the boards and also play make for others. He actually led the Bulls in assists in this one in addition to rebounding. DeMar DeRozan in his first game back didn't really look rusty at all. Had a few shots that made you say yikes, but he still managed to finish the game with 26 points on 50% shooting, 8 for 8 from the line, 9 rebounds and 5 assists, and was a plus 15. Had a lot of turnovers though. You'd like to see those mental mistakes from DeMar get corrected as the Bulls head into the second half of the season. They're really going to have to be locked in and focused on working their way back up into the standings with the hole that they've dug themselves in to start the year. Zach Lavine, another great game for Zach. You know, I think I saw a stat on the telecast that said this is Zach's 7th straight game with 25 plus points. Still had those cringy shots where he does that step back with a guy in his face while everyone else is just standing around. But the difference is he's starting to hit some of those shots, and overall, he's just playing much better basketball than what we saw at the start of the season. 30 points on 10 for 20 shooting, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He actually finished the game with a team high plus 19. And then both Ayo and Patrick Williams had very efficient games. Ayo 13 points, 6 for 8 from the field, was plus 17. And then Pat, 10 points, 4 for 6, 2 for 3 from 3, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. A great defensive game from Pat tonight. I still need to see Pat get more touches on offense though. Like I need to see him getting more attempts. I mean, you look at Pat's numbers as a season for the whole, and he's shooting 41% from 3 on 3.5 attempts per game. It's low volume, but that's very efficient shooting from deep. Have him take more of those to see if he can sustain that level of 3-point production at a higher volume. That could be a big game changer for the Bulls when they're looking for more 3-point shooting, being the lowest 3-point shooting team in the league by volume anyway. But then, how about Derrick Jones Jr. coming off the bench? Were all of his points dunks tonight? Seemed like that was the case. Dude was out there just looking for lobs. Also, he did a good job at playing the small ball 5. Like I know a lot of people are asking, why is Andre Drummond not getting any playing time and out of the rotation when you need a backup big behind Vucevic? To be honest, Derrick Jones Jr. has been playing that role better, which is crazy to say that a 6'5" guy is playing better at the 5 than a 7-footer. I would still like to see Drummond get some run because he actually has been nice for the Bulls coming off the bench this season, crashing the boards, getting strong buckets in the paint with putbacks. Donovan said it's more of a matchup thing than anything, and again, Derrick Jones Jr. has been playing the role well, so you can't be mad at it, but Drummond being in there for the sake of rebounding is important, especially when the Bulls are playing so small sometimes with Vucevic being on the bench. And then Coby White, solid game off the bench, only played 17 minutes, but was just great on offense when he was out there, hit a couple of big threes, 4 for 5 from the floor. And then Caruso, can't say enough about this guy's defense. Like 2 points, yes, I get it, but also 4 steals, 2 blocks, and that doesn't even factor in the number of deflections that led to the Pistons turning the ball over so many times. Just a pest out there, +9 on the night in 22 minutes. I really don't want to hear from fans about how Caruso hasn't been playing well because he isn't scoring. His value and impact on the court is really irreplaceable. Not a good 3-point shooting game for either team, really. Bulls shot 30%, Pistons shot an awful 23% from 3, which the Bulls kind of lucked out on because Bogdanovic will make you pay from deep if you're not on him all the time, and he got some open looks but couldn't sink them. Anyway, great game. Wish I was there. Shout out to all those who made the trip out to Europe to see the Bulls play, or if you happen to live in Paris and also just made it out to the game. Let me know if you guys actually had a chance to see it live. I know some of you were saying that in the live chat and leading up to the game as well. So let us know in the comments. Bulls are off until Monday as they try to get reacclimated back to Chicago time. They'll be taking on the Hawks back at the United Center on that day. I'll have content out in the meantime between then. And as always, guys, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.